annual list that tells the world it's not doing enough for millions of refugees across the globe. The Norwegian Refugee Council has published its 10 most neglected crises, and for the first time, they are all in Africa. Topping the bleak ranking, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Burkina Faso, and Cameroon.
That the world's most neglected crises are all in Africa points to the chronic failure of decision makers, donors, and the media. With the all-absorbing war in Europe's Ukraine, I fear African suffering will be pushed further into the shadows.
The list is based on 3 criteria: lack of funding, lack of media attention, and a lack of international political and diplomatic initiatives. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, a country that has been plagued by violence for decades, there are 5 million internally displaced persons and over 19 million in need of humanitarian aid. And yet the report finds that the aid provided to the country equaled less than $1 per person in need per week.
It is not only unjust, this bias also comes with a tremendous cost. Lives that could have been saved are lost. Conflicts are being allowed to become protracted crises and devastate the hopes of generations of people for a better future.
This year's report has focused on the differences in treatment between the war in Ukraine and crises in Africa, reminding readers it took just 1 day in March for a humanitarian appeal for Ukraine to be almost fully funded. Meanwhile, less than half of the aid requested by the UN for the DRC was delivered. And experts fear that rising fuel and wheat prices because of the war in Ukraine will lead to even more food insecurity in Africa.